In this video, I am going to discuss about the 3D. So till now we have seen all about the 2D and other options like layers and blocks and how to create the attributes. So let us head for 3D now. In order to change for 3D tools, you can click on here drafting annotation. We have to change the workspace. So just click on this and you will be getting drafting annotation, 3D basics, 3D modeling. So you can go for 3D basics right now and automatically we can see a change in the toolbar now. Okay, so just we are going to get the 3D related tools, and while drawing 3D it's better to go for 3D space view. So by default it is in the top view, and if you wish to change the view, simply you can go for any corner on the cube, either northeast corner, southeast or southwest, whatever corner you need. So simply click there, and automatically the isometric view will be activated here. Okay, so here we can see xyz axis, which is known as WCS, world coordinate system, and otherwise we can change the view from here also. Here we can see northeast isometric. From here also we'll be getting the list and we can change the view accordingly. So let us see creating tools in this video. 3D creating tools. In 2D we have seen rectangle, circle, etc. Coming to 3D, just we are going to apply one more parameter, one more dimension like height or thickness for the object. Okay, so under create panel we are going to have the box option. Just if we are expanding, we are going to get different 3D creation tools, that is like box, cylinder, cone, sphere, pyramid, wedge, torus and polysolid. So let us discuss about box first. So I have selected box, and to draw the box, it will be asking to specify the first corner. So you have to specify the first corner and opposite corner of the box. Okay, otherwise if you know the center and either radius like that, I mean d by 2 distance, then you can go for center option. So let me give the first corner now on the screen, and after that we are going to get the two options, that is cube and length. So cube is nothing but all sides will be equal for the box. Okay, like this, this view cube. Okay, and if you want to draw a cuboid, I mean like if you want to give length, width and height values differently, then you can choose length. So right now I'm going to choose cube, and if you observe, we are going to get the box in different angles. If you want to get exact straight or orthogonal mode, simply you need to turn on the ortho mode on. So then if you see, if you are moving the cursor, we are going to get the box at particular perpendicular directions only. Okay, so let me give the value as something around 10. Enter. So 10 is very bigger value, as the zoom is as the screen is very zoomed in. So simply you can double click on the northeast view, since we are in the northeast view, and we can see that box has been fit to the view now, and we have got a cube here. Okay, so in order to get a cuboid, just take the box and select the first corner, and you have to choose the length option, and it is asking for length value here. So let us give length as something around 12. Enter. And specify width, let us take width as 8, and let the height be around 5. Enter. So we are going to get the cube like this, sorry, cuboid like this. Okay, so this is all about cube and this is all about cuboid. And next thing is cylinder. So just take the cylinder, and you will be getting options like it will be asking to specify the center point of the base, or it will be showing 3 point, 2 point, tan radius, and elliptical is also included here. It is similar to circle tool. So just we need to specify the center wherever we need to draw. And another one is we have to give either radius or diameter here. So I'm going to give the radius as something around 4 here, and we can see a circle has been formed. From here we need to give the height of the cylinder. So either you can give the height towards z positive, that is upward, or z negative, that is toward downward. Okay, so just whatever height you needed there, you have to specify that. Let us take 12. Enter. Now we can see a cylinder has been formed here. Okay, similar way we can form a cone also, and just take the cone option, specify the center, and whatever the radius we need, let us take 4 again, and just whatever the height you need, you have to specify the height. So let it be 12. And in these both cases we got in vertically z direction. So if you want to draw cone or cylinder in horizontal directions, so we have to choose another option, that is, if I am going to take cylinder, after specifying the radius or diameter, so let us take 4, we are going to have another option as axis endpoint. Okay, so simply you can take axis endpoint and then you can change the alignment of the cylinder in horizontal or vertical directions like this. Okay, you can travel in all the x, y and z directions like this. If you want to draw any cylinder in different directions, you have to choose the axis endpoint after giving the radius or diameter. So let me give 20 distance. So we got a 20 length cylinder here. Okay, horizontal cylinder. Similarly, next one is sphere. Sphere is nothing but a like ball shape. We have to specify the center, and whatever the radius we need, we can specify the radius over there. So let us take radius around 5 now. Okay. And coming to this cylinder, we can observe two lines, and similarly for horizontal cylinder also we are able to see only two lines. And for cone it is 4 lines, and for sphere also internally there are 4 circles. Okay. So we'll discuss it about again. And next one is pyramid. So pyramid is nothing but something like projected view of a polygon. Okay, so if you are expanding, if you are converting any polygon into 3D, we can get a pyramid or we can get a prism also, but the default creation option is pyramid only here. So it is asking to specify center point of the base, but the default number of sides will be 4. So if you want to increase number of sides, then go for sides option, and you have to enter number of sides. So it is asking for number of sides. Let us say take 6, enter. Either you can go by center radius method or edge method. Okay, so let me define center, and I want to give the radius as 5, and whatever the height you need, you can define the height here. So let it be 12, enter. So we have got hexagon pyramid here, and this is center radius method. Let me show another pyramid. So I can go for number of sides as 6 only. So I'm going to choose edge here, and I'm going to take one point, and just we need to indicate the direction of the pyramid like this on the screen. Okay, so according to the second point only, the pyramid orientation will be changed here. So let me take the side distance as 5, enter, and just whatever the height I need, you can define the height over there. So 12. So there is a big difference between these two pyramids. Let me check the dimensions. I'm going to give dim align in order to get the incline dimension. So if we are checking this dimension, we are going to get 5.77 for this one. Okay, and if I'm going to give the same dim align for the edge method pyramid, we can observe that the distance or the side distance is 5 units. Okay, these are two methods. And if you want to get the pyramid in horizontal direction, again same procedure, just you can define center or edge method and just define the radius. After this, we are going to get the axis endpoint option here. So just go for axis endpoint, and whatever the direction you need, you can draw in that direction. So I'm going to give 10 distance. So like this we can draw pyramid in different directions also. And for cone and pyramid, if you want to cut the top portion or the bottom portion, if you want to vary the section, or if you want to get the frustum of the section, frustum of the cone or pyramid, then simply choose cone or pyramid, whatever you want to draw. So just specify the bottom radius. If I want to give here something around 12, enter. And another one you are going to get is top radius after specifying the radius. So just go for top radius. Either you can increase or you can decrease accordingly. Okay, so bottom radius I have given 12, and top radius let us decrease for 5 for example, and whatever height you need, you can just give the height. So as height increases, the cross section does not change. Okay, so just we can give whatever the required height we need, just give that as input. Let us take 30 for example. Okay, this is one type of input for pyramid. And next one is wedge. Wedge is nothing but we are going to get one incline cut box. Okay, so which is cut at 45 degrees. So it is similar to box only, just we are going to get an inclined cut, that is something like ramp. So let us take first corner, and I am going to give the length, width and height here, or you can take the cube option also. So anything is fine. Let us take cube of 30 for example. We can see we have got an inclined face on one side, and all the sides are of normal perpendicular sides. Okay, so something like it is 45 degrees cut of a box, that is known as wedge. And similarly next one is torus. So torus is nothing but something like a donut from the top view. Okay, so here we need to define the center, we need to define the radius or diameter till the that pipe center line. Okay, so for example, if I'm going to give the radius as something around 15, enter, and let us take the tube radius. So if you can see the prompts here, so let me turn off this one, ortho mode. Let us turn off the ortho mode. Yeah, so here it will be showing specified tube radius. So here it will be asking for tube radius. I have to give the radius or diameter for that. So torus again, center, let us take 15 radius, and tube radius let us take something around 5 or 6. So we are going to get a torus like this. Here also we can observe inside we got 4 circles, connecting circles. So for cylinder it is looking like 2, and for cone and the sphere and torus we are able to see 4 circles inside. So those are known as isocircles. So those are known as isocircles. So isocircles are useful to show the curve objects in 3D representation. Isolines. So these are known as isolines here. So in order to increase these isolines, so internal lines are known as isolines. So for cylinder also we are going to have 4 actually. Okay. So if you want to change the view or rotate the view, in this navigation bar we are going to have the 4th symbol, that is orbit. So simply click on that and just try to move your cursor on the screen, and we can see for the cylinder we got 4 lines here. Okay. So these are known as isolines. If you want to increase them, just give the command as isolines, and you can see the default value as 4 here. Either you can increase or decrease them. So if I want to increase something around 30, enter. So but after increasing the number we can't see any changes in the figures. In order to apply those changes on the screen, just go for regen, REGEN. So it will be automatically regenerated again. Okay. So for curve objects we can see that isolines has been regenerated. Coming to this linear objects, already they have vertex, right? So according to these vertex points they will be connected, but coming to circular objects there will be no vertex, so isolines will be formed in order to keep connected them. Okay. So in order to keep connecting, the isolines will be helpful there. And the last one in the creating tool is polysolid. So polysolid is nothing but a 3D wall. Okay. So just we are going to get the start point and the next point. Okay. So here we didn't specify any length, width or height for this object. So after completion of the polysolid, just you have to go for enter. I didn't specify any width or height for this object. It has taken the default values or the previously defined values. So in order to change those values, just go for polysolid, or you can give the command as polysolid. You will be getting the options like height and width here. Okay. So if you are going for height, it will be asking for the height, and I am going to give it as something around 40, enter. And I want to change the width also. Let us take width as 6 for example, and let me draw a polysolid somewhere here. So you can define the length, for example let it be 100, and this is be something around 50. Now you can draw walls like this, and if you want to get arc or curve shape, just go for arc option in the polysolid, and you can get the curve shape walls also. And after completion, just don't go for escape key, because after drawing polysolid, if you are going for escape key, the object will be deleted. So after completion, just go for enter key, then only they will be represented. Okay. So these lines are representing the isolines here. Okay. So it totally depends upon how many isolines we have given, number of isolines we have given there. Okay. So if you observe here, we got the objects all in linear figures. Just we are able to see only the outlines of the objects. So let me clear all this, Control A and delete. So let us take a box, and to change this line diagram or the line visualization into the solid view, so just go for 2D wireframe and select the realistic. So we can see that the box will be changed into a solid figure like this. So this is all about the 3D creating tools. In next video we will be discussing about the visual styles, how to apply different visual styles for 3D objects.